Recursive Gaming and another video for Iron Saga. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to do the arena, the Brawl Arena that happens every weekend. It's really important to get a good score in Brawl Arena because it is a very impressive, steady source of diamonds that you use for summoning and a whole bunch of other stuff in the game, including getting new pilots and a bunch of new stuff. So the entrance fee is free, but you only can do this once a day over the weekend. So I believe you can do this twice, once on once on Saturday and then once on Sunday. And that's it. So let's go ahead and do it, and we'll guide you through this process. So it's completely RNG, completely random what you roll. You have, a set rank of vehicle or mech that you can roll within a certain, and this is the same for everybody. So for this choice, it's going to be 3 random choices for B rank mechs and planes and tanks. So, but it's going to be B rank, or actually this might be C rank. So C rank maybe. So anyways, everyone who does the Brawl Arena has to create a team from random choices from the same ranks. Okay, so everyone's going to get a C choice as their first choice, C rank choice as their first choice. That's just how this weekend works. The ranks change and the teams change for what ranks that you get offered every single weekend. So some weekends it'll be full triple S, and you get to see a lot of really cool battles with some of the most rare mechs in the game. Some weekends it'll be nothing but B rank, nothing but A rank, nothing but C rank, and then sometimes it's a mix. So it just changes every weekend, but the strategies I'm going to show you in this video are going to help you to build a good team and to progress and get a good score. So first, you can click on it if you don't know what it is. What you're looking for is the type of armament, okay? So it has main armament and secondary armament, and it's all natural damage. However, it has machine guns and 75mm cannons. If you don't know what they do, if you don't know how they look, you can click on test, and we can see if this is worth taking. Okay, so it's got decently long range, good velocity, looks like it might have some decent accuracy, good reload time. So honestly, it's not too bad. Right, so you're looking for whether or not it's going to hit its target, good firing rate, all that. Okay, so actually it's pretty accurate. Did not look half bad. So attack and speed plus 20%. That's what it's got going for it. Down here you can see some other abilities and bonuses that it gets. Reduces secondary armament damage that it takes by 35%. So that's alright. Let's take a look at these other choices here. The Hound Full. This has the same cannons and it has missiles. Single shot missile and an automatic missile. This is already looking better than the other one. This looks like an honest, it honestly looks like a better version of the one we just looked at. Unfortunately, it's missing a lot, so let's target something bigger and see if it still misses. Okay, so the small missile box is not shooting. There we go. Seems like it might do a little more damage. Okay. So it actually looks like it's just a straight up improvement over the previous one. Alright. The Wasp. Photon guns and a duplex machine gun. It stealths when HP is lower than 35%, becomes stealth for a short time and heals 15% HP. Immune to grenades and other explosive damage. Deactivates landmines. Ooh, that's nice. 33% chance to evade the attacks from main armaments, melee, and impact. Okay, so it's going to be evasive and tanky. Let's test it and see if the weapons are any good. Okay. Not gonna lie, DPS is a lot lower. So it's gonna be tanky, it's gonna stealth when it's at low health. It's gonna be evasive, right? But the DPS is probably gonna be less than half. That being said, if you can build it with tank items, then it might be a good distraction on the battlefield, but it's gonna hit for basically nothing. So, tell you what, I will choose the Wasp. I'm not betting that on these to do all my damage. Okay, so if you've got 3 bad choices, right, and you're doing either minimal damage or even more minimal damage, if you're not really improving the damage that much, then in my opinion you should go for the choice that's gonna survive the longest and be the most distraction to the enemy. So I'm not sacrificing that much damage overall. We're only talking about 100 DPS. That's not enough to worry about it. This is going to be a lot more evasive and it's going to last longer. I'm going to choose the Wasp. Okay, so who can I put in it? You click on the pilot, you go to skills, and you see what they do. Heals 18% HP for all allies. Decreases their action CD by 50%. That's good. And heals status abnormalities. Okay. Attacks have a 50% chance to steal magazine and extend self's magazine. Duration of debuffs -1% every 0.5 seconds, up to 100%. Okay. Activates when an enemy casts the active skill, enters stealth, and increases reload speed. Alright, alright. Let's look at Archduchess. Missile weapons and drones fire in a volley. Using 2 same missile weapons to attack. So it looks like she's meant for a missile boat. We have a Wasp. That's not going to really work for us. We're looking for a support pilot because our Wasp isn't going to do damage. So we're looking for something to disrupt the enemy. Okay, so this is a tank skill. This is a tank skill. Deploys a landmine. Plant a landmine array. This is the most supportive pilot that's going to actually do the most work in that little Wasp machine we have. Okay, so let's see. Missile weapons. We don't really have missile weapons. We can plant a Gurren mine every 3 seconds. It has increased HP. Scatter a minefield of Gurren mines when destroyed. Okay. This reduces missile damage received and emits a strong EM Nova upon receiving damage, dealing damage to nearby opponents and destroying nearby missiles and drones. Cooldown 2.7 seconds. That seems pretty good, actually. Anti-melee armor? No. It's not going to be getting meleeed that much. Increase aircraft's unique ability. Okay, this is looking good. Evade secondary armament. Okay, so let's go extra evasive and upon receiving damage every 3 seconds, do an E impulse. Okay. So we're going to choose that, and then we're going to choose the pet. Melee and reaction attributes. We're never going to melee, so that's worthless. Dashes forward. If we wanted to take aggro, then that might be good. All pilot stats. That's always really good. Upon colliding with another mech, which it's never going to do. Targets and attacks the closest enemy, and pilot's overall attributes plus 12%. It's looking like this is the best choice. Okay. Now we come to our second choice. This is an S rank. And we did not get good rolls on this, unfortunately. The Fubuki can be decent. The Sin 2 is probably better. It does explosive damage and normal damage. Absorbs 36% of normal and explosive damage to HP, so you can build it to be a damage tank. And then it has these Death Waltz is probably its best skill. Once it gets Death Waltz, it does a lot of damage. Okay, so you come in here to test once again. And I would do it to all three. If you're new and you don't know the difference between the mechs because you haven't been playing the game long enough, I fully recommend doing this test to every single option you have and picking the best one. So I'm waiting for Death Waltz. There it is. It's doing the Death Waltz right now. Okay, so it only lasted for about 2 seconds, but as you can see, the DPS is meh. But pilots can improve that quite a bit. Okay, so the only other choice I would possibly consider would be the Fubuki. Freeze attacks, 30% chance to block flank attacks, full ice damage. Yeah, it's an okay mech. I'm going to choose the Sin 2. Ooh, okay, so this is actually tricky. Alice is excellent for tanking. Okay, so she gives an ally with the lowest HP a shield for 5 seconds and heals their HP. This is an automatic activation when her HP is lower than 20% and heals 50% of her own HP. This is a passive heal per second, and she reduces final damage the lower HP her HP is. Sorry, the way this is worded is weird. So her final damage received goes down. The lower her HP gets, up to 40%. That's huge. So she's very tanky. She would do a great job of surviving. I would love to have Sasuke's active. Her active would do so much damage. But I have to choose the tankier option. I'm going to choose Alice so she can keep my unit alive longer. Again, check every pilot, check their skills, make sure they match up to what you're trying to do with this mech that you chose. Here we go. Reduce damage received by 10%. I love it. Charged shell. Single shot attack. No. We're not really going to be getting much out of that with our current mech. Axle bearing. Stun and confusion duration reduced. and switching between weapons and abilities is 47% faster. That's actually very good. Okay, this is a possible... No. Okay, so we're going to go for Axle Bearing. That stun and confusion duration reduction is huge. That's going to make us a lot more tanky, and this is going to make us a better pilot by a lot. Okay, so that's huge. That's actually going to be very good. Now, let's look at our pets. Pilot's ranged and defensive stats. We're not really doing a whole lot of ranged. A little bit of range, not much. Corrosion duration, we're not landing corrosion on the enemy. Pilot's melee and defensive stats, that's good for us. Shield durability, we don't really have a shield, so that doesn't help us. All pilot stats. Activates once every 3 seconds, freezes the target. This seems overpowered, actually. We're definitely getting that. No conditions at all, just freezes the target for 1 second every 3 seconds and increases all of our stats by 15%. That's definitely the better choice. Okay, so here we come to the triple S option, and we have two really good choices here. The Luna's not a good choice, obviously, but the Order Eternity and the Mephisto Rebel are both really good choices. Now, if you're new, you won't know which one's the better choice, right? So we come in here and we look. You can see what it does. I also recommend, if you're on the fence and you're not sure. Alright, so I actually recommend going in here and looking at the reviews and seeing if it's any good. Okay, if you're still not sure. Again, you can go into testing. I'll just go ahead and tell you, between these two choices, the Mephisto is better. Now, another thing to keep in mind is that this says Order Eternity. That means this is a retrofit version. This is not the base version of Order. This is the retrofit Eternity, and this is the retrofit of Mephisto. I think Mephisto is going to be a much better choice. I'm going to go with Mephisto. It does fire damage. I know that. And, ooh, Beckus is a solid choice. But let's look at Heinrich, just in case. She launches rockets, missiles, and drones. Missile and drone attack. Okay, so no, she's a ranged drone pilot. We're going to go for Beckus, 100%. Alright, so radioactive coat. Reduces all status condition except knock-up and armor break duration received by that percentage. Inflicts random status condition to nearby opponents. That's really good. Chassis stabilizer. It might accept knock-up and armor break. Knocked down in weapon recoil. Don't know about this. Shotgun isn't really going to help. Back armor. It's okay. Not that great. This doesn't help me. I really don't have a choice. I'm going for both of these. They kind of overlap a bit with the status conditions, but I did not get lucky with my rolls here. I wish I had gotten better items. It's going to turn what was an amazing mech into something a little bit subpar. Okay. All pilot stats. Places a random curse on the enemy. 10% chance to deal additional great damage from melee attacks. That's really good. Plus melee attribute plus 23%. That's huge. Okay, let's do Rift Dragon. And then here's our last choice. We have A-Rink. The Yaksha is okay. Let's look at what the Yaksha has. Beam Cannon. Okay, it's alright. It's not very tanky. It's going to be very squishy. Self-healing. Heals HP per second. Landmines, no thank you. Okay, so let's take a look. Movement speed. Immune to deceleration and freezing effects. Ooh, this is actually kind of interesting. Let's test this. Right now I'm going for the Yaksha because it's a mech, so it's more maneuverable. This thing is actually pretty maneuverable. Look at this thing. Ooh, I like it. This actually isn't half bad. Wow, okay, I like that. Okay, looking good so far. Let's take a look at the Yaksha. Almost clicked choose there by accident. Alright, so we got the beam, long range. Some EM paralyzation damage going on. That's nice. Crowd control effects are always strong. Slightly more damage, and it's a mech, so it moves a little better. Yeah, we're going to have to go with the mech, I think. I was very impressed with that tank, but because there's really no tank effects on the tank, right? It's not going to be tankier, it's not going to last longer on the battlefield. So when faced with those two choices, I'm going to go for more damage. Alright, so I'm aiming towards Kamuri. but she's more of a melee pilot. Yeah. She releases strong magnets to keep enemies from escaping. I don't want them close to me. I want to be really far away from the enemies with this mech. This mech is a ranged mech, not a melee one. This is strong. Death Struggle. And the teleport is good. Okay, so she's a strong contender. Let's look at Snow. I think Snow is a melee mech as well. Yeah. Yep, melee attacks. Looking like we're gonna have to go with the teleport girl. Okay. We're going with Kamuri. She's not the best choice, but she was the best out of those three. This doesn't help us. Shotgun Core, unfortunately, does not help us. EM Shell. Yes, we are landing EM paralysis damage, remember? That's what I was excited about, so that's actually a really good choice for us. What is this? Increased SP? Alright, that's not bad. I'll take this, though. We want more tankiness. Okay. Now, our last pet. Medium range, melee attribute, no thank you. Alright, that's okay. No. We're going to choose this one because these ones kept us within medium and close range, and that's not good. We want as much long range as we can get. So we're going with Icicle. Okay. Let's see how well we do. That Mephisto is an excellent pickup. We got really lucky with that Mephisto. Let's see how well it does. Look how aggressive it is, just right on the target. Unfortunately, it's going for the tank. I'd rather it went after the mech, but hey, I've got two mechs. My Sin is dying, even though I tried to make it as tanky as possible. It is dying. Look at all these missiles, man. This guy got a mammoth. I think it's a mammoth tank. It's a missile machine. Okay, so Mephisto is carrying this battle. Absolutely carrying us. Okay. Come on, Mephisto. Don't die on me. Nice, nice. We did it. We did it. That was actually closer than I thought it would be. Alright, so we can go scoreboard, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Look at the... Mephisto carrying us. If we didn't have Mephisto, we would lose. Oh my gosh. Okay, so, I mean, sometimes you get lucky with the randomness, right? We got lucky with that pick. Let's see how well we do. Okay, again, very aggressive. The Mephisto is an excellent AI for a ranged mech. Okay, so he's taking lots of damage. It's a good thing Beckus is in this, because Beckus has Undying, where he stays alive after death for 5 seconds. Okay. I'm watching the Mephisto more than anything else. If the Mephisto dies, we are done. Please do not kill Beckus. Alright, so he's doing alright. He's still alive. He hasn't been triggered yet. He's about to be triggered with the Undying. I think he just got triggered with the Undying because he's golden mode. So if he gets hit now, he's dead. Alright, so he healed. Remember, Beckus heals after every person on the battlefield that dies. So, wow, we did it. We didn't lose a single person, actually. Did not lose a single person. That was pretty close, though. We were pretty close to death quite a few times. But that's the reason I picked Beckus for the melee Mephisto mech. Beckus just, if you can't kill him, even if he's at death's door, he comes back. Alright, so he's trying to be aggressive, but the AI is having a few problems. Okay, so that's a Galahad down here. No. That's not. Is it a Galahad? It's a Prussian Blue Star. It's a sniper mech doing EM damage. And cold damage. So I thought it was a Galahad, but it's not. Still, the Prussian Blue Star is a good sniper mech. So, we've got a Congo in the enemy team doing EM paralysis damage. It looks like we've got no problems with this team. We have not lost a single person. I see Beckus is back to full health. We got lucky with the pilot plus Mephisto. We didn't get good items, if you remember, but we did get a good pilot to match it, so we might actually manage to do this all the way, get to the max. I think 12 is the max. And then if I do that, that'd be great for this video. You can actually see what it's possible to get. You can lose up to 3 battles before you have to quit out, and that's the max. Whoa, what just happened? I saw a big explosion. I thought Mephisto died. So it's 4 on 1. It's pretty strong. It's now 3 on 1. It keeps on going invisible, and they keep losing the ability to target it. Man, whoever's in this mech is really good. This mech seems very strong. They all aggroed on the clone. Okay, come on, Mephisto, do your thing. It's out of tricks, right? So now we have a chance. Had a lot of tricks. Come on. Oh, almost, almost. It went invisible again. Goodness, this mech doesn't die. Talk about evasive. Alright, so it just triggered Beckus, but we got it. That was close. If Beckus had died, we would have lost for sure. Okay. We've won 4. Haven't lost once yet. Come close a couple times. Look at him, just up in their face immediately. Took the blue star down to half health. It's almost dead already. People watching this are going to be like, you got so lucky with a Mephisto. So lucky. Yeah, I know. I know. Sometimes you do get lucky. But he's almost dead. He just got triggered. So if they hit him if he doesn't gain health, then he's off the battlefield. And it's coming. Oh, it might happen. And we just lost him. This might be our first loss, guys. Looks like it will be our first loss. It's 3 on 1. And we've got our squishy. Okay, yep, it's over. We lost. Whew. We only killed one of theirs. It happens. Okay. We just totally one-shot the enemy tank. Okay. Come on, Beckus, get him. The Visago is down. Good, so Alice popped her shield. Excellent. It ends up being a good thing that I gave Sin Alice as the tank, because it's not staying alive to these fights most of the time, right? I want it to be taking aggro as much as possible. So as long as it's alive, taking aggro, then it gives the Mephisto a chance to live and deal damage. If you take units that deal slightly more damage but die too fast, what ends up happening is your main carry that's supposed to win the match for you takes all the aggro because all of your buddies die. And then they just whittle him down. So it doesn't matter how strong your main carry is. If he's, 4 on 1, he's probably going to lose. So also the support pilots I've got are helping to keep Mephisto alive as well. So in this matchup this weekend, where they give you a C rank, an S rank, a triple S rank, and an A rank, most of the time you're going to want to build your team with support pilots supporting your main DPS as the triple S. So you don't have to pick DPS with your other choices. Your triple S will carry you. You just have to pick a good supporting team to keep them alive. That's the strategy for a setup like this for this weekend. Alright, so, he just got triggered very quickly. So I might lose my second one. Yep, he's about to die. And Beckus is down. Whoever they've got is better. This mech, whatever this is. I think it's a limited event mech. A new mech that I haven't seen before. Or at least when I used to play the game more consistently. Yeah, I don't recognize it. But whatever it is, it's stronger than the Mephisto. It actually might be... What is it? Okay, yeah. Oh, we lost. I want to see what mech that is. That was an incredibly strong mech. It's a Schwartz Ritter with Sigma as the pilot. Probably got good items too. We got one more loss before we have to quit. We've only gotten halfway there, guys. So unfortunate. We got matched up against a really strong enemy. Okay, so that is a ball. Used to be a very strong mech. Used to be meta back in the day. It's an older mech. But it used to be very, very strong. It's a drone mech. But it's having problems right now. There we go. It's got some drones out. See all the red stuff going on? It finally dropped all of its drones. So it's doing some serious damage to the Beckett, or to the Sin, actually. But I think we're going to take it out here in a second. Whoever this is taking a lot of aggro, keeping us off of their main carry. So he built that team pretty well. We got it, though. We finally got it. Okay. Mephisto's down here at the bottom of the map. He's still pretty close to full health. No, that was a massive nuke that just went off. Beckus did not get triggered yet. He still has his Undying left, but that was massive damage. I think we're still okay. I think we're going to survive this, but that was bad. Okay, so Beckus just got triggered. He can die now. Oh, we're good. Is that 8 wins now? We've only got 4 left to go. Alright, so he's got a Sin 2 as well. And he's got a Thor. Thor is his triple S carry. I think mine is better, but we will see. Thor can be very aggravating to fight against. Okay, so I lost my lower level guys. Or, actually, I lost one of them. My plane. Okay, so, yeah, here comes the ultimate. Big damage coming out. Oh, Beckus is about to go down. Yep, I lost this match, I think. Yep, big time loss. Oh man, this is close. Oh, come on. I think this is a definite loss. No, attraction magnet. I don't want you close. Oh, I lost. This is bad. Yep, there we go. Good game. Well, 8 wins, I will take it. 8 wins is pretty respectable. I'm still going to get a lot of good stuff from this reward box. So I can't do any matches anymore. So all I can do is claim the reward. Then you come down here to your hangar, your items, and let's see what we got. 132 diamonds, some 200,000 gold, primal energy cores, super alloy, and vouchers. Nice. Okay, so that's it for the guide on the Brawl Arena over the weekends. I hope you guys have better luck than me and you managed to get all those diamonds. Thanks for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one.